Eric, I often hear people say hit the nail on the head, but I'm not exactly sure what it means.
Great question, Aria. Hit the nail on the head means to describe a situation or problem in a very accurate and precise way.
So it's like when someone makes a very correct point?
Exactly. For example, if your team is struggling with deadlines, and someone says, "We're not finishing on time because our meetings are too long," that person has hit the nail on the head.
Oh, I get it. It's about identifying the real issue clearly.
Right. And it's not only for problems. If someone gives a perfect explanation of how you feel, you could also say they hit the nail on the head.
Interesting. Can I try an example?
Of course. Go ahead.
Let's say my friend tells me, "You're tired because you study too late every night." If that's true, then she hit the nail on the head.
Perfect example. That's exactly how we use it.
I think I like this phrase. It sounds very vivid, like actually hitting a nail in the right spot.
That's the beauty of idioms. They often come from real-life images, which makes them easier to remember.
Thanks, Eric. Next time someone explains something perfectly, I'll say, "Wow, you really hit the nail on the head."
Excellent. That will make your English sound very natural.
Eric, yesterday I heard someone say, "I had to burn the midnight oil to finish my project." What does that mean?
Good question, Aria. Burn the midnight oil means to stay up late at night working or studying, usually because something important has to be finished.
Oh, so it's like saying someone is working really late into the night?
Exactly. The phrase comes from the old days when people used oil lamps for light. If you were working late, you had to literally burn oil to see.
That makes sense. So if I study until 2 a.m. for my exam, I can say I burned the midnight oil?
Perfect. That's exactly the situation for this expression.
Can it be used in professional life too? Like at work?
Definitely. For example, if your boss says, "Thanks for burning the midnight oil to get this report done," it means they appreciate you staying late to finish the work.
I see. So it always has a connection to working hard, especially late at night.
Yes, and sometimes it can also suggest that you're pushing yourself too much. Like, "You've been burning the midnight oil all week, you should get some rest."
That's useful. I can imagine using this with my classmates. For example, we all burned the midnight oil to finish our group project.
Perfect sentence. You nailed it.
Thanks, Eric. Now I know that when people say burn the midnight oil, it's not really about fire, but about staying up late to work hard.
Exactly. You've got it. Try using it in your daily conversations, and it will stick in your memory.
Eric, I often hear people say once in a blue moon. What does it actually mean?
Great question, Aria. Once in a blue moon means something that happens very rarely, almost never.
Oh, so it describes something unusual?
Exactly. The phrase comes from astronomy. A blue moon is when two full moons happen in the same month, which is very rare.
Wow, I didn't know that. So if I say, "I eat fast food once in a blue moon," it means I almost never eat it.
Perfect. That's exactly how you use it.
Can it also be used for positive things? Like, once in a blue moon, I get a surprise gift?
Absolutely. It doesn't have to be negative. It just means very rare, no matter if it's good or bad.
I see. So if I want to say, "My friend visits me once in a blue moon," that means she hardly ever comes to see me.
Exactly right. That sounds natural.
Thanks, Eric. I think this phrase is easy to remember because it paints a picture in my mind.
That's true. Idioms that come from nature or images usually stick better.
So next time I want to describe something rare, I'll say, it happens once in a blue moon.
Perfect. You're hitting the nail on the head again.
Eric, yesterday I heard someone say, that phone costs an arm and a leg. What does that mean?
Good question, Aria. Cost an arm and a leg means something is very expensive, much more than you would expect.
Oh, so it doesn't really mean you're paying with your arm and leg, right?
Exactly. It's just a funny way of saying the price is so high, it feels like you're giving up something very valuable.
I see. So if I say, this concert ticket cost me an arm and a leg, it means the ticket was super expensive.
Perfect. That's exactly how native speakers use it.
Can I also use it for things like rent or bills?
Definitely. For example, living in New York costs an arm and a leg. That means it's very expensive to live there.
Oh wow, that makes sense. So it's not just about luxury items, but also everyday expenses if they're really high.
Exactly. Another example, buying a car these days costs an arm and a leg. Prices have gone up a lot.
I think I like this phrase. It's very dramatic, so it's easy to remember.
That's right. And when you use it, it makes your English sound more colorful and natural.
Thanks, Eric. Next time I see something really expensive, I'll say, wow, that costs an arm and a leg.
Perfect. You're learning these idioms very well. Keep it up.